Boo-boo on my part, I hit stop when I didn't mean to hit stop. Here I am now finishing up the first side of Calculus 3 using the fundamental theorem of Calculus 3. So where we were was we had determined that we can't find the antiderivative. But we can find the integral, and we have a calculator to do that. So what I'd like you to try to do right now is see whether or not, right? So we're interested in where this function is at 8. We know where the function is when x is 3. So the integral that we want to find that's going to be of use to us is this one. We're going to start at 3 and go up to 8. And the function is this function that we've decided that we can't at the moment find its antiderivative. So we're going to take this function. You should put that into y1 and then use your calculator to find the integral from 3 out to 8. And when you do that, actually pause the video, grab your TI-83, do that, make sure you can actually do that on your calculator, and then when you're done, come back. Welcome back. You should have found that the value of that integral is -5. Well, if the value of that integral is -5, and we know, based on the fundamental theorem of calculus, that f of 8 minus f of 3 is equal to the integral, that means f of 8 minus f of 3 is -5. And we know what f of 3 is, right? So we now have f of 8 minus 7 is equal to -5, which then tells us that f of 8 has to have been 2. Right? So hopefully you see that you've been able to find the value of the function at 8 without ever knowing what the function was. All right. So last example here. So we want to find f of 0. We know f of 3, so the integral that's going to be of use to us is from 0 out to 3 of that y1 we just put in our calculator, right, which is the derivative of some f function that we couldn't determine. When you do this out on your calculator, again, try it on your calculator, make sure you can do this. This is a calculator skill you must have mastered before you sit down and take the AP exam. When you do this on your calculator, you should have gotten -2.3, and then we are using the fundamental theorem of calculus, which tells us that f of 3 minus f of 0 is equal to -2.3. We know what f of 3 is. That's 7. So 7 minus the value of the function of interest, f of 0, is going to be -2.3. And we can then determine that f of 0 is equal to 9.3. All right. So we're now done with the front side of the using fundamental theorem of calculus 3 video notes.